Welcome back to the Bench Show Smoking. It is your host Chevy, and today I got a real special guest in the building. I'm talking about a real entrepreneur with his own THC beverage, Vitam. Welcome, Mr. Brian Hart.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. 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 Of course, I want to go straight into the Vitam, man. I want to go straight into your start. Why THC beverage? You know what I'm saying? Why THC beverage? And of course, what got you into that?
Yeah. So why THC beverage? I worked with, I'd say I had a mentor, American Dream. I mean, his family came from Vietnam, fled the communists, came to the U.S. He just built himself up. And so he would always give me some advice just from his life experience. And one of the things he told me was, whenever you do a business, make sure it's scalable. So with beverages, you can scale that quickly. If you look at some of the other beverages out there, like C4, for example, or several beverages, you can scale quickly. So the idea is make a beverage that people love, build a business up, and scale it towards nationwide.
Real, man. And I got to go where I met Brian, because when you talk about scale a business up, this is the guy, the founder, if I'm correct, the founder and everything that found Vitamin. I walked into the liquor store getting ready for a show, you know what I'm saying? I seen him and he was, selling the product himself. Usually the owner has people selling it for him, And I bought some product and I was like, man, this THC beverage, should I ask Brian to be on the show? So I went and asked him to be on the show and he said, yeah, man, I just want to say thank you for really showing up, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Talk about the effects of it too.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to get really deep into it, let me know if I'm going too much. But when you look at the flower first, what makes cannabis flower really beautiful is there's over 200 unique organic compounds in the flower itself, in the bud.
Yes, sir.
THC is the most well-known. CBD, there's CBN, CBG. Well, also, with the flower, you also have flavonoids and terpenes. And terpenes, for example, that's the smell of cannabis.
That danky shit I like.
Yeah, that's it. And there's different terpenes, like there's limonene, for example, which has kind of more of like a lime smell. So more, or lemon, you could say, more uplifting.
Yeah.
So you have all these different terpenes that act in conjunction with the organic compounds, the flavonoids, and that's what gives the aroma. Now, when you get to beverages, you're going to be pulling the oil from it. And so when you pull the oil from the plant, you have to put it into the beverage. So when you pull the oil, it's just going to be the THC, some of the CBD, but you're not going to be keeping a lot of those terpenes. You don't keep them. The reason why I bring all that up is the terpenes, when they work with the organic compounds, it's a different kind of high.
Okay.
So, that's why you have so many different cultivars, or what people call strains. So when you pull just the oil, it's going to be very similar for a lot of the beverages.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you drink a lot of cannabis or THC beverages, the effects are going to be pretty similar unless you do something a little different.
Okay.
So with the vitamins and minerals, which I don't really know anybody else doing that, it's going to give you a complementary effect. Appreciate that.
Man.
Yeah, so with the complementary effect, it's going to be a little more uplifting. So, long story short, we can say a hybrid, the THC and CBD, it's relaxing, you feel good, you get high. But then with the vitamins and minerals, it's going to bring you up a little bit.
Okay.
Not to where you're hyper, but you're just going to be maintaining it.
I love it. Well, let's talk about the effects of it, and how you should indulge in it. Because a person like me, let's speak to a person like me, somebody that smokes 10 to 15 blunts a day. How should I indulge a Vitam if I want to feel the effect?
Yeah, great question. So we're going to talk about tolerance too. So.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get into the tolerance.
Yeah, Chevy, something tells me he got a tolerance.
Yeah. That was the first question he asked me before I drunk it was, what's your tolerance? I'm like, man, I smoke a lot. So he told me you might want to smoke and drink it. So
yeah, and that's the point, because if you just have one can of 10 milligrams when you smoke every day, you're not going to really feel too much. But if you smoke and you drink a vitamin at the same time, it's kind of like doubling down.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is, when you drink it, it passes through your liver, you're ingesting it. When you smoke it, it's passing through your lungs. So you're processing it two different ways. So it's kind of like doubling down. So
let's double down.
I'll drink to that.
Let's double down. Great. Okay.
So yeah, you just double down, drink a Vitam, smoke, chill, hang out, have a good time with your friends.
Real shit. I want to also get into Brian though. What made you get into entrepreneurship after working so long?
Well, again, a lot of that goes back to the mentor I had. His
Mm-hmm.
name's Tony. Like I said, his family came from Vietnam, and they just American dream. They built themselves up. So he always gave me some good advice and inspired me. And
Mm-hmm.
that really was one point. The other thing was, I don't know, working in corporate America.
Yeah, man. Speak on corporate America, man. You've been in there. We want to hear it, man, because he got his THC beverage, as you know. Corporate America, that probably doesn't go hand in hand. So yeah, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think with corporate America, it's really hard to. I
Mm.
think there's just too much of a facade.
Talk your shit, Brian.
Yeah, I don't think people are real with you. I don't think they genuinely care about you. So many people care about their own career advancement. I think when you have these conversations, you can tell it's incredibly surface level.
Yeah,
Like, they don't want to offend anybody. They just want to do their work. And then they just, I don't know, you just kind of live that life every day. And I think it really affects the person who they are. Like, if you're just going to spend 8 hours a day talking to somebody in a corporate office and being a little fake,
yeah.
that's going to carry home, I'd say.
Amen, man.
So, I don't know.
It's a
Again,
tug and pull for me. I would say I've tried it a little bit, but I feel that so much because to me it's a tug and pull. Like I can't do that, bro. I can't code switch.
yep.
I can't put on a facade. I am Chevy. I'm Chevron. No matter where I am at, I'm me. That's my real name. Just to let you know. But yeah, I'm me. No matter where I'm at, man. And I totally feel you with that. And what gave you the confidence boost to just go out on a leap of faith and say Vitam?
I think it's just a lot of life experience, but at some point you just got to say, either I do this or I don't.
Yeah.
Like, there's never a good time.
Yeah.
You just have to. I mean, hey, you have to be strategic. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you can spend a couple of years preparing for it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's never a good time. You have to just do it. If you don't, your dreams will slip away.
So you was a cannabis consultant?
Yeah, I was a cannabis consultant.
What talk about that? What is a cannabis consultant?
Well, I mean, a lot of people when they hear that, they just think automatically you're smoking weed all day long. And
Yeah, testing it, grading it.
yeah, I mean, that was a small part of it. I mean, that happened for sure. But,
What was your goal though?
well, as a cannabis consultant, you got to approach it in a business standpoint. For
Mm-hmm.
example, there's a licensing process. This was for marijuana specifically. So marijuana is federally legal. Everyone knows that. But,
Mm-hmm.
You had states that enacted their own state marijuana laws. So, every year or 6 months, there can be a new state that has new laws or new regulations. And so you have customers or clients, and you help them get licenses and you help them start their business, provide a financial model.
Yeah.
So that was a part of cannabis consulting. I mean, it was great though, because again, you got to meet people from so many different walks of life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was a blessing.
Yeah. What was the biggest lesson you learned so far going through your entrepreneurship?
Man, that's a great question, because it feels like there's so many things,
You can give us a couple if you want.
I think you really read people. You really learn to read people better, and you kind of understand more about how business oriented a person is, or how serious they are, or if you have a bad feeling about them, maybe you should just double check things. So I think you really learn to read people more, or just have conversations with people, and that can be tough because there's people that'll try and take advantage of you. Like, that's just how business is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what people say. That's how it is in business. But there's people that really will just practically steal from you. So
Real. Yeah.
you have to watch out for that. Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency is just every single day you chip at it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no magic formula. At least I wouldn't say for me. You just every day you have to chip at it. Those 1% gains, they compound over time.
Yeah.
So
Real. Those 1% gains, man. Focus on those, man. Where you grew up?
well, born in Germany. So my mother's German, father's American. He was in the military. When I was born, he was out of the military though. So, but then moved to Dallas when I was very small. Just as a child. and then grew up in Dallas until I was 18. Stayed there for until then. So
Yeah, yeah.
Dallas is all right,
You,
but
okay.
there's a lot of great things about Dallas. But man, let me tell you, when you go to other places too, you kind of appreciate like more of the nature.
Real, man. When did you first start indulging in marijuana? What age?
It's funny because I was living in Texas,
Yeah.
grew up, and like, hey, I'm not gonna. I grew
Same.
up in
Me
like
too.
a yeah,
Yeah.
like a this was like in a suburban area too.
Okay,
Like,
okay. Well, that's where we differ.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
but that's okay, like
Real.
it's one of those things where it's like you have a different perspective of the world. So you're
Yeah.
taught in a more conservative area in
Real.
Texas,
Yeah.
like, hey, look, marijuana's bad. Like, so
Yeah.
I actually, as a kid, I thought that like if you smoke weed, that
Same.
was bad for you.
Man, man, let's get on that because I thought the same too. Grew up through the Dare program and all of that.
Sure.
So, and they treated it as if it was heroin, and
Really, yeah,
they really did know. Like growing up, they treated it as if it was heroin. They put it in kids' minds, and as you growing up, that don't do this, and of course you shouldn't do this if you're not of age. But to me, I look at it as a recreational thing, and as a beer, alcohol, cigarettes,
sure.
marijuana. So uh, I really didn't like, saying as I grew through life, and you figure out like all this stuff that was pushing to you was a lot of bullshit. I really didn't like that growing up,
Man, but and if you just continue on that mindset there,
man.
like how much of it is the government telling you certain
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
and you start to realize like, oh, wait a second, maybe the government's lying to me, and
yeah, yeah.
like,
Real,
what else
real.
are they lying to me about?
Real,
And
same, same.
I don't know. It's just funny how people try to control you in a certain way.
Real. No, they definitely do, for sure. Why the orange lemon flavor? Any other flavors coming?
Orange lemon, that was just you know when I worked the formulator, it just tasted amazing,
Okay,
and
okay.
the ingredients were just you could put good ingredients in
Which
there
was
as well. So yeah, the orange lemon was a great hit. So we're gonna come out with the passion fruit February, so next month. So that's gonna be a big move for the business. It'll be a
yeah,
purple can, still say Vitam on it.
yes sir, yes
So
sir. And where can we find it?
you can find it all throughout the DFW area. I mean, some of the best places being Goody Goody, just because they're throughout DFW,
Hmm.
Liquor King,
Okay.
in big independent retail locations. Like for example, Lakewood Medallion, Pogo's. So
Yeah, yeah. I would definitely like to get into like the finance side and the more business aspect. Like I said, I don't want to get too personal, Mr. Brian, but no, like yeah, we can definitely keep it going and get into that for sure.
yeah, so really important thing when you start a business is the numbers need to add up.
Yeah.
So I'd say a big piece of advice I would recommend is go to say like a community college.
Mm-hmm.
Community college is very affordable.
Okay.
Take a class on accounting. Take a class on budgeting, accounting. Make a pro forma. Know the financial statements, for example. An income sheet,
Yeah, yeah.
profit and loss statement. That's very important. So the reason why I bring all this up is when you're
Mm-hmm.
running your business,
Yeah,
you need to track the numbers and you can say, okay, how much money am I bringing in?
yeah.
What are the cost of goods? Like, what does it cost me to make this money? You have your gross margin, and then you have to keep on going. And then at the end of the day, you have to say, what's my net income? And again, without knowing what your net income, what your actual like pure profit is, you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what you can do with your business.
Real.
And so if you want to grow your business and growing your business makes you more money, you need to make sure you're accounting for every single dollar and you can reinvest it and it can really help with the growth. So again, it's not to say the sexiest thing.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, but like I said, I'm willing to learn though. That like you know what I'm saying. Like if you're willing to learn and you're really serious about your business, you have somebody like Mr. Brian willing to put it out there. You got to soak that shit up like a sponge, man. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I suggest it,
Yeah.
because it's amazing how quickly you can grow your money. So, but
Yeah.
you have to be disciplined. Absolutely have to be disciplined.
Going into the money side of things, how would you say the return has been?
Um, well, I don't want to go too much in my own personal numbers,
Mm-hmm.
but the return's been good.
Okay.
I've been happy with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But again, that's because I run things very efficiently. So
Mm-hmm.
that's another example of knowing the numbers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, yeah, what I do is, when you work with a lot of like, say, liquor stores,
Yes, sir.
they have distributors.
Yes, sir.
Distributors, they're like the middleman. They're the ones that distribute your product all throughout the stores.
Yeah.
But they have a certain percentage that they will, of
Mhm.
course, want to take up the sales.
Mhm.
So you sell it to them for a lower price, and they sell it to the liquor stores for a higher price because they can make their margin. Well, that means less money in your pocket because you're selling to them at a lower price. I currently self-distribute, so you cut the middleman out. And don't get me wrong, distributors are a great way for the business, and there'll be a time when I will work with distributors, but
Yeah.
because I'm able to, retain a large percentage of, a profit,
Yeah.
I'm able to reinvest that into the business. So I think that's like an example. If I can try, like, say, a real world example of when you know your numbers, you can then say, oh, with this extra money that I'm doing, I can then, hire this person to do this, and then that'll help bring in more money.
Yeah.
So, again, that's just an example in my profession where I really understood the numbers and said, hey, this is going to help my business grow if I do this.
Real, man. Nah, man. Thank you for the game. Definitely needed that, bro. Like any hiccups you ran into that you had to overcome, anything like that you can help somebody out with.
I mean, yeah, one hiccup was the state of Texas tried to make my business completely illegal. That was
Okay.
that was a bit of a hang up.
Okay, how did you overcome that?
Parade.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so there was a Senate Bill 3. They wanted to just completely make THC products illegal in Texas. So, I mean,
I remember that.
Man, like 99% of the industry would go. So, like me and so many other businesses were just, we couldn't operate in Texas. So, yeah, that was a bit of a threat. But what we did is, you contact your senators.
There we go. That's the solution right there.
Yeah, it's funny because
you heard what he said. Contact the senators, motherfucker. We ain't contact the senators. We need to contact the senators.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like there's a civic system in place.
Okay.
And if you work with your elected representatives, you tell them your viewpoint like that. That is their job to listen to you. So. You have to build relationships, and I'm not the only one. I'm not saying I worked with my contact representatives. I wrote to them, but you had many other people doing so as well, and then people like the Hemp-Beverage Alliance. It's like a trade organization I'm a part of. They work with professionals, lobbyists, and lobbyists in the sense of like you have them come out, you speak, you represent your client's viewpoint.
Yeah.
And through those efforts and a big grassroots campaign, I mean, how many people throughout Texas said, we can't get rid of this? It was an uproar.
Yeah.
I mean, veterans came out, and in Texas, they really care about their veterans.
Yeah.
You had veterans come out and say, no, this is like, I need cannabis. This is medicine for me.
It is. Amen.
It is. Yeah. Absolutely is.
Really, it is. It's definitely a herb. It's definitely medicine. And did you see the law that scheduled it from, I think, a Schedule 3 down to a Schedule 1?
The rescheduling federally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, so that's progress.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not enough.
It's not enough. You feel like federally it should just be legal. Amen.
We know.
Yeah.
But again, sometimes the way politics works, where it's a lot of incremental gains. Kind of like you're not going to make a big sweeping law, but maybe like incremental. Like if you look at cannabis, incrementally, really incrementally. When you came to individual states, or first with California with medical usage, that back in the 90s, it really has been a decades-long struggle just to get there. When it's ridiculous it's taken so long. But with politics, you have to speak with your elected representatives. And even on the federal level, they wouldn't allow it. At the local and state level, they started building that up. So again, it's funny because a lot of this isn't, sexy, so to say,
No, but real, what you feel like the biggest pushback in Texas is, or why they won't just go ahead and legalize it just in this one state, how other states have it legal?
And it's an older generation, and they fell for the lies the government told them. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah. If you feel like if younger people get into politics, things will really change, because a lot of people is like 60, 70 plus.
Yeah.
Like seriously, they are old as hell.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, there's. I think a lot of people are saying the baby boomers just won't let go.
Yeah, there we go.
But I don't know. To a lot of their credit, though, a lot of baby boomers,
Hmm.
even people older than baby boomers. There's not as many of those folks left, but even
It's
people
not.
older, they started using cannabis for pain, for medicine, and even those really conservative people,
Yeah.
they converted over. That's why the medical program in Texas is going on. But I think, yeah, it's just you have an old, more conservative generation. I think they really mean well. They think they mean well, because they view it really as a bad thing for society.
Well, I'm here to tell you it's not.
Yeah,
Okay, it's simply not.
yeah, it's much better for society. I
It
have to
is.
say it.
It is. Of course, you don't overindulge. You don't be greedy. You know what I'm saying? That's
Within
with
reason.
everything. That's with everything.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm saying? You can drown yourself if you drink too much water.
that's right.
You feel me? So I feel like yeah, man. I'm always for the push forward, and we can get people like if it was truly a voting thing, get people out there to vote and pass it federally. That'll be dope. But I know it's deeper than that, and you just gotta pray on it.
We'll get there. I
Yeah.
mean, again, going from the rescheduling was good.
Mhm.
It was a small step,
Mhm.
not enough, but it's in the right direction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, I mean, am I allowed to ask you any questions then?
Hell yeah, Brian. What? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What's up?
So, I want to learn more about what inspired you to do this podcast.
Man, what inspired me to do Fo20 TV is my knack for just watching podcasts. For one, watching YouTube. I was a YouTube baby. I grew up on Soldier Boy, actually being, the first rapper on YouTube. So that was big for me. And then that went into like I said, the podcast, the Drink Champs and the Breakfast Clubs. And I was literally like a fiend of it. I was watching, I still watch it all day, every day. That's what I'm into. So I wanted it to bring my own spin of it. What the cannabis portion of it is when I got to college I got into cannabis heavy, and I never was an expressive person how I am now. So as a kid, I was very, very quiet. I was very to myself. I had my small circle of friends, and other than that, you probably thought I had autism or something. Like I'm just straight up. That's who I was. But when I got a hold of cannabis, man, it didn't hurt my grades or anything. So it didn't hurt my drive. It didn't hurt my willing to work. Everything that you thought that they was pushing, it didn't. It wasn't that. And I was like, man, this is amazing. I love cannabis. And
Yeah.
I went to college for mass communication, and yeah, just tying it all in. I was like, Fo20 TV, and just having some big 420s out there in college. I just wanted, something that was easy. You know what I'm saying, to say off the tongue with the culture and to me it was very generic.
Hmm.
Put a little flavor on it. That's all it means. A lot of people ask me what the FO mean. Just a little flavor. It don't mean nothing. Just a little flavor. 420 TV. So yeah, man, smoke every day here. We pushing for it to be normal.
Love it, man.
Yeah, man. That's 420 TV, man. I started this shit I love. Just a drive, will, heart. Yeah.
So, I mean, how much did you say passion has to do with your
Uh,
business, with your vision?
yeah, man. Passion has a lot to do with it, man. I have uh, a tank that I never, go and eat when it comes to passion for this shit. Like just seeing the end goal, seeing what I want 420 TV to be. My motivation, my will, my passion, like it is like I asked you in the liquor store, could you come on, saying the show? It's not gonna stop. So yeah, I do want huge numbers. I do want like a million subscribers, but I know like it's a slow road because like I'm not into bashing people. I'm not super big into the media thing,
Sure.
like to get into the clickbait thing. I'm just into people and growing relationships and really having a genuine connection. And I feel like that's worth more than anything to me. So that's really 420 TV, man.
I love it, man. But I just have this feeling that you're going to be consistent because again, with passion, yeah, that it drives that consistency,
Yeah,
and
real, real.
I can see it happening, man. I can see you blowing this up. I
Appreciate
think
it.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm so excited for you.
Man, appreciate it, appreciate it. Thank you for believing in the vision for real, man. That really truly do mean a lot to me, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. Because if you didn't believe in the vision, you wouldn't have came. For real.
That's actually another big piece of advice. I think when you're asking about that was never doubt yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah. That don't. Nah.
I mean, I know it's so cheesy, it's like
Yeah.
a lie. Never doubt yourself,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. But no, that's true. And yeah,
yeah,
that don't. Yeah, I don't really. That was, of course, I did have some bad times through this of
sure,
wanting to, probably stop just because what's pushed towards you, put through family and everything. But nah, man, it's me. I stand on what I believe in. Stand on me. So yeah,
good.
Fo20tv, baby, gotta subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, man. Yeah.
What's one of your best memories with cannabis?
Okay, that definitely goes back into college. One of my best memories with cannabis would be my like first legit 420. Um, was at one of my friend's house, an apartment, and we had everybody rolled at least 10. Some people rolled more, and it was at least 10 to 15 people there. And then we had something called the Weed Hookah. Shout out to the Weed Hookah. That was my most viewed video on the channel right now. That's why I had to shoot it because I was doing this back in. I did the Weed Hookah back in like 2015, 2016. That's when I first did it, and I was like, man, I gotta do this on the channel whenever I do start the channel. I didn't start the channel back then, but yeah, man, that was like we had like 2 or 3 weed hookahs going. We had about 30 to 40 blunts going, and it was just an experience. It was a cloud 9 experience, man, and it was just what I'm saying, a bunch of friends, and sometimes I wish times can go back to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now it's amazing how like good people in your life make all
yeah,
the difference now. So right on, man. Okay,
real, real. What was one of your greatest experiences?
Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay.
Yeah,
What went on in Jamaica? Damn, that's some real smokers.
yeah. I flew over to speak at a cannabis conference there,
Okay.
and I met a really cool Rasta man, Rastafari, Rasta Black. Just you could just tell, like, just a really kind, genuine guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So he invited me out to go have a look at a farm. I went with a couple of friends. They drove me out to another Rasta farm, and we had a look at their cannabis, their grow operation.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it was just cool hanging out with them, talking, smoking,
Yeah.
and from that place though, there's an old Rasta man, like, just he was an elderly man, so you had respect for him, and so I just talked to him, and like he was rolling a blunt, and I was just like, hey,
Yeah.
what's some advice?
What he told you?
2 things.
Rasta.
Yeah, like it's just
You gonna say it like him? Are you gonna say?
no, I don't have that gift.
Okay.
But he just looked at me and he said, without your health, there's no happiness.
Okay.
And the second thing was,
Mhm.
you'll receive everything that you desire. We'll see about the second one. I'm in the process of hustling, but who knows? Maybe he's right. But talking more about the first one.
Man, that's some stuff right there, boy. I like the simple shit that hit hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You talk to people older than you, and they have wisdom and life experience,
Yeah.
and he weighs probably so many of the decisions and things he has seen in life, and he
Yeah.
says, yeah, without health, there's no happiness. And
Without health, there's no happiness, man.
so yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. For a lot of people, whether it's your weight, your mental, your
America is
spiritual,
fat, but yeah, yeah.
it's true. As for cannabis, may not help though.
Yeah. It may not with the munchies, but
But yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, that was just a special time because, like I said, I love cannabis. It's my passion,
yeah.
and to be able to go to a country, and there's a lot of Jamaicans that don't agree with cannabis, and no worries there.
Really?
But actually, it's like 3/4 don't agree with it. The majority population, they look at it as a bad thing.
Wow.
Yeah, that blew my mind when I got there.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they're still a solid 25%. They're good.
Yeah.
But
Is it legally a bad thing out there?
so spiritually it's okay, and also I think so. The police killed Rastas. Like this is years ago, many years
Damn.
ago. But they were seriously killing Rastas just for having weed. And for the Rastas, this is a
Yeah.
spiritual part of their life. This is a part of their religion.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine the police killing you for exercising something that you feel so deeply in?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because of that, I mean, you know, Jamaica over time are like, yeah, that wasn't the right thing to do,
Brian.
guys. They've stepped off a bit.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
man, it's amazing what people around the world go through
Yeah.
just for cannabis. So yeah, I quit my job, traveled the world, started in Portugal, and I just kept going, east. So
Damn, bro.
it was a good time. That probably also helped me start a business because because you learn to like live on like budget your money, have a vision, and do it.
When was it established?
Vitam, I started the business in 2023 and I launched
2023.
sales in 2024.
Okay, so very, very new, man. Very new. Man, I know it's gonna be a big thing. I know marijuana is gonna slowly but surely get there for sure as it is right now. So, and as that, loosens up, it's gonna be bigger for Fo20 TV, bigger for Vitam, and yeah, man, I'm glad to have you early. Please come back.
Absolutely.
Please, no, seriously, like
Of course.
if you like when the next one drop, even like passion free drop, a taste, a review or whatever, let me know, man.
Absolutely. I love that, man. It'd be great. It'd
With
be
that.
great to look at, have several interviews and look at how things have grown over
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
So
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
I,
Genuine relationships build success, man.
I'd love to be there too whenever you get a Rasta. Let me just sit and nod. So I would love that, man.
Okay. Say less. Say less. Okay. Okay. I can have
Good
some.
people, like good
Yeah.
people. I mean, why don't I? Would you ever do something?
Hmm.
I mean, it's tough, but would you do something like digitally, like over computer? Because
Mm.
there's Ross Oster Black. Like I'd be happy to connect you with them.
Yeah, like a Instagram live
Instagram Live,
or
whatever
like
it would be.
a stream yard on YouTube or whatever.
Anything, yeah, as long
Yeah.
as it's okay, it's digital. Because he's in Jamaica, of
Yeah,
course.
man.
But I
Yeah, but
mean,
we can make that happen.
maybe be somebody you can just talk to, learn a little bit about.
That'll be dope. That'll be
I mean,
dope.
he's got great life perspective. He's a business oh, man. He's a businessman as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to talk to somebody from Jamaica, from a different culture.
Hmm.
And just hear about what he does. So let me connect y'all.
Please.
Okay.
Please. Thank you, Brian. Seriously, man. You're a dope individual.
Oh
Appreciate it.
man,